Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Candyman. And this is from writer Jordan Peele and writer-director Nia DaCosta, and who had previously done a film that I had strong feelings for, Little Woods, and who's also going to be coming up and doing the Captain Marvel sequel, which is interesting. But this particular film is chilling, unnerving, inventive, imaginative, and all around pretty disturbing. And this really grabbed my attention, and I was really impressed by this film. Now, I'll admit, I've never seen any of the other Candyman films. So, going in blind to this film, just based off of the trailer, and not without that baggage of these previous entries, this feels like a really interesting addition into this series, and how this film kind of expanded upon this story and how it used myth and legends, these urban legends about the Candyman, and injected deep thematic issues of today when it comes to police and when it comes to gentrification. And I was really impressed with the amount of depth that Jordan Peele and DaCosta were able to inject into this film through the screenplay. And obviously Jordan Peele has experience now of making films with very deep societal themes while also delivering horror. So I'm not surprised that they were able to accomplish this. I was just really happy that they did. And now, probably some of the weaker aspects of the film is, like, there's definitely some muddledness in, like, what's really going on here. It gets a little convoluted towards the end of the film in terms of how this story fits in the grander scheme of the legend of the Candyman. And as this film goes on, you see this incredible just spiral performed by Yahya Abdul-Manteen II, who plays Anthony, our main character here, who's slowly building this connection with the Candyman to disturbing effects. His body is distorted, his mental state is diminished, and all along the way, Teyonah Parris is playing Branna, his significant other, and she's dealing with this descent and trying to understand what's going on, while you have other cast members like Colman, Domingo, who is saddled with a lot of the exposition here, but does it in such a captivating way. He's such a talent, and he has such presence, and his greater purpose in this film is a lot more disturbing than you might think at the beginning, and leading up to a really messed up finale that is grotesque and impactful and shocking. And you also have Tony Todd from the original Candyman making an appearance in this film. This film from the very start has this very interesting setup of this young boy who turns out to be one of the actors later in the film, who sees this man who gives out candy, who has a hook for a hand, is beaten to death by the police. There's those layers of those very relevant themes, and that kind of launches this. And there's all this mythos of, like, this baby being kidnapped and stuff like that all comes together. But what really is impressive about this film, you have an incredible score from Robert A. Lowe, who, it's chilling, it's unnerving, it builds atmosphere. John Guleserian, the cinematographer, everything's sharp and poignant. And DaCosta's direction is inventive and impressive. There's one scene using, like, one of those the pocket mirrors for makeup to capture some of the action going on. There's this one particular scene in a art gallery that how they stage everything is so creepy and just, it gets under your skin, and it's so impressive. And how they use reflections. it's inventive. The scares are inventive. The violence and the gore's inventive. It stands out on its own in a unique and strange and disturbing way to make this film that effective when it comes to those genre thrills. And it has a lot to say. It has strong performances. It looks really captivating. And in the end, this sequel, reboot, whatever you want to call this film, is really special and lived up to the hype for me. So I'm very excited to report that I really, really like this, loved this film. So I really hope that a lot of people show this film some love, go out and check it out, and support it, and let it just get under your skin like those bee stingers. Just hook you. Because that's what this film does. It hooks you. But those are my thoughts on Candyman. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.